All right, good morning, everybody. It's a balmy 32 degrees out here this morning. I've been putting off and putting off. This other stuff going on, working full time, all that good stuff. Me and my helper here, we're going to try to get on this greenhouse today and finish up all the little tiny things that we haven't buttoned up. Well, I think that's what you call a blooper. That's why you get a gate in your chicken netting. Trying to climb over. I'm getting older. I can't lift my leg like I used to. Okay, now since I got the mud and everything cleaned up off the camera, let me know if you guys ever wiped out climbing over that fence. Surely somebody else has done it. I shouldn't have stuck this clip in, but you know, this is the stuff that happens on the farm. Like I was saying, we're gonna get going on the greenhouse today. I kind of got ahead of ourselves when we were building it. There was still some of the landscaping and the ground leveling that needed to be finished before we built the greenhouse. I still got it built all level and everything, but the soil itself wasn't so level. And I have a railroad tie retaining wall that I built around the sides and the very front that holds up all the soil. And I still have to dig out over on this side over here and put a railroad tie in. And on the front face up there in the corner, I initially built the frame out to accommodate a smaller hoop house. But when we got given these hoops, that changed my plan. That added 2 more feet of width onto the frame, the wraparound for the holding of the ground wall, the retaining wall there. So I got to work on that, and you might have seen on Instagram or Facebook or something where Mandy posted that I was out there. Everybody's awake. When I was in there tilling, trying to get the level. When I was in there tilling, trying to get all of the ground leveled out. All right, I'm going to come back in a little bit. Nanook, what's up, buddy? You holding it down? You look like you're doing a great job, man. Carry on. These are our newest babies on the farm. Old Silkies. Silkies don't mess around. They multiply pretty quickly. And they're really good broody hens, so they're laying them. They're wanting to sit on them. Unlike some other birds. Some of our freeload egg layers up there. Alright guys, so like I said, it was 32 degrees, but it's warming up quick, so that's good. This is the area that I need to fill in today with the rest of the railroad ties. I need to make some adjustments and fill this in and tie them in so that they're not going to be coming out. And then I need to move soil and stuff up to the front here and get stuff filled in. So I'm going to get started. I've cut a few railroad ties with this blade already, so it's probably going to be a big struggle. I should have went ahead and picked up a new blade. But let's see what we can do. Well, for one, that's not good. You never want to see your blade break off. So we're going to take a pause and find another blade. Alright guys, like I said, I was using a El Diablo blade, but man, I've really abused it. So in the defense of El Diablo blades, it wasn't their fault. I've used the heck out of it, and I think my blade bound up a little bit on the wood, so it broke. It was ready to go anyway, but I got another one. These are bimetal blades, and they're good for nail embedded wood, construction tear down demo. It's called the Demo Demon. So got a new one. Let's see what kind of damage we can do now. Let's go. We recently received this new product. It's from Gorilla Cart. You can throw all your tools in there, or you know, when the missus is working around in the garden. It's collapsible, and it's got wheels on it, so it's got a bunch of extra pockets, and it's weatherproof, so it's an awesome accessory to have. Helps me get everything from point A to point B, so glad to have it. Alright guys, I got those portions of railroad tie cut that we needed up here. I'm also going to be having to cut some rebar. What I use that for is I pound that through the railroad tie into the ground and through the railroad ties into each other. Kind of lock everything into place, and it seems to work out pretty well, so let's get going. These are the new babies. They're curious. You want help? There's one in place. Let's get some rebar cut. Alright, I'm going to change this blade out, and we're going to cut some of this rebar real quick. The old El Diablo did a great job on the railroad tie. Just need to have a new blade, that's all. This here I'm using a bimetal blade. It's a DeWalt blade. I'm not real biased when it comes to blades, but I did know that those El Diablos are no joke when it comes to heavy duty cutting. So that's what we used. There we go. It helps if you pre-drill for your rebar, but I don't have the bit anymore. My last bit broke, so we're going to muscle through it. Just refine a bit. Alright guys, got all the rebar cut, and the railroad ties in place. One thing you don't want to try to do is pound that rebar through with a sledgehammer. It's not as easy as it would seem. So what I did is I took and I pre-drilled some holes through the railroad ties, and now we're going to pound the rebar through it. So let's get started. clean it out?
Yeah, I'm cleaning it up.
Alright, looks like that's it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bernard? Is this good enough for your area? Does it look good? Alright, I'm going to take that as a yes. I don't know what they're after, but there must definitely be something in there. Alright guys, we've got this corner in place. Everything turned out pretty good. The birds are still digging. But we got the rebar in there, everything's held together. Around on this other side, also up here on some of our framework, we still have some of this wiggle wire track that's in here. The weather got cold too quick, so we weren't able to put the wiggle wire in that to hold the plastic to the frame there, but we're going to get a warm day and we'll get the rest of the wiggle wire put in. Got it laying right there, just waiting on it, and we'll get that buttoned up. Other thing we did today, we had one more railroad tie that we had to lay in here on the side. What these are doing is helping hold the soil up and kind of hold it up to the frame. We're kind of a downward slope here coming down towards the house, but we got the last one in place here, and got to tighten that up a little bit right there, butt it up against there. But I got it dug in, leveled out, it's looking good. Got the sides rolled up. We're spreading some soil right now. Looking for a little bit of input on what you guys would do with the inside of your greenhouse. There's a lot of different options, the way we could finish these things off. We're deciding on whether or not we should put down landscape fabric and then grow out of that, or maybe put fabric down, build some raised beds on top of it. We want to maximize what we can get out of our greenhouse. So if you guys have any options or any ideas that would work to help us optimize the space, please leave it in the comments. I'd be interested in reading those. These little spots here on the corners, I haven't seen these on too many people's greenhouses that they built, but this helps keep the rain and everything getting in on the sides. If you're keeping roll downs, or roll ups, excuse me, sides, you know that the wiggle wire doesn't hold the very edge down, so that it blows a little bit and rain can come in from the side. But these pieces here keep it from any moisture getting in here while it's rolled down. And I'm waiting on a couple little parts in the mail for my billow string that's going to go on here. There are little clips that go in here and down here and up here and vice versa all the way down. But I can put this piece of cord across back and forth down to each pole, and it keeps the plastic from blowing in and out when it's rolled down, and it keeps everything secure. So looking forward to getting that done. But that's pretty much it on the greenhouse. Please send your ideas, ways we can maximize it. I think up here in the front area on the inside we're going to put like a potting table to one side or the other. Probably there may be a table on each side, actually, I'm not sure. I think we're going to bring electricity in over on this end.
so we can have some lighting up top and for fans in the future, or who knows what. But looking forward to putting a potting bench or something on this side and table over here for starts maybe. But the way I spaced, I got a little bit of lighting hung up here. It's not a permanent, it's just kind of thrown up there. But the way that we ran the purlins across the middle and off to each side is where we were thinking about actually putting the garden beds. We're gonna put three beds in here so we can still walk in between them. But we're probably gonna put trellising for tomatoes or cucumbers so that we can string them up and tie them off onto each of these purlins and then straight down so they'll grow straight up. And I'm not sure if you've heard of the lower and lean technique before, but as they get so tall, once they grow up the string, you could take it and drop your vine a little bit and bring it over to the side. It lowers it, leans it to the side a little bit, and you can get it to keep on growing on further up the string. You can get it so it can actually be taller than what your structure is, longer, excuse me. But making pretty good progress on this. I thought we would share it with you. We got fairly decent weather today, so if you have any questions on anything, please feel free to ask. We appreciate you guys following along. Neely, what I need you to do is follow that trail right there and find that vole that's digging these trails. You got one already, so need you to keep on the hunt. I won't bother you. I see that you're on the hunt now. Also, guys, we had a friend of ours gave us a bunch of their heirloom pumpkins that they had. They were using them a lot for displays and stuff through the holiday. But they were like, hey, if you want these when we're done with the decorations, you can have them. And we're like, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, we'll take them. And we're going to do some seed saving off these. And we're going to be growing some of these next year. There's some beautiful looking pumpkins here. They all look like they're heirlooms. I'm not sure what they call this one. It's green, but it's almost like a bluish green. So that'll be interesting. And you got some standard ones. Different shapes, some gourd-like squash looking melons. But we're looking forward to some of these seed savings. And getting them started. Guys, we didn't talk a whole lot about the rainwater catchment system this year. I did a video on when we were doing the build on it. But this thing turned out pretty good. We had it filled up all the way to the top. We're getting freezing weather now, so we've drained it down. And I'll be doing some disconnections on it so that none of the pieces freeze. I'm not really going to be taking them out of the racks or anything. I'm just taking the piping off from the barrels. We got a new idea what we're doing for the winter. Alright guys, so we're doing for the winter time for our water, since we don't have any water lines ran up to the back end of our property for the animals, we decided to use one of our previously used rain barrels. We're bringing it indoors, and I got it up on a stand so that we can fill the barrel. Have some standby buckets here, and we can just tap right into those. The barn's insulated, so that should keep it a difference of temperature quite a bit, so that we don't get any freezing water at least. That way we can tap into the buckets, and then bring it out here into some of their water dishes, and we'll fill them up. We do have a heated bucket as well that we'll probably put out if it starts to get really cold, but so far it hasn't been too extreme. Man, we haven't showed any of our silkies for a while. They sure are beautiful. Look at this one. I apologize, I'm not good with all the names of these beautiful birds, but we sure love having them. We've hatched a few more out, so we'll have some more coming. I'm sure a lot of you guys in the wintertime or fall, you start breaking down your gardens, and a lot of people are using cattle panel now for hoops or holding up some of their vegetables and stuff. We've taken all of ours down and we're just hanging them on our fence line here. We got them on some J hooks here. But is there any projects you guys use your cattle panels for in the winter time? And how do you use them until spring gets here? So if you have any ideas on how to use them through the winter, shoot us some messages down below. Be interested in that. And thanks a lot for following along with us today. Got a little bit done. Can't wait to start planting. We still have some cabbage and stuff in the ground. Got a little discouraged with some of our beds that got damaged by some of the chickens, which who hasn't that happened to? But next year we are going full bore, folks, so there's going to be a lot to look forward to. So if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe, hit the like button, and a little bell notification off to the side. Hit that and you'll get any updates on any new videos that we got coming out. And appreciate you following along. You guys have a good day. Thanks. Oh yeah, and during all that, we're cooking some wings, y'all. A little sauce, we sauce it up. Nothing we like more up here than some good old wings.